live streaming thing, now that we have kind of gone past February flows, Forever Flows 2025. Now the aim is to make sure I remain consistent with the whole live streaming thing. And so I'm just giving myself an opportunity to do that. It is 10 p.m. Eastern time where I'm at. I should be getting ready to go to bed soon, not gonna lie to you, but I just wanted to kind of pop in and give myself an opportunity to see how well this whole live streaming thing would go if I were simultaneously running some other programs in the back end that I need for like graphic design related work and that kind of thing. So this is a bit of a test, just stress testing the live streaming experience overall and how that might play nicely or not with my graphic design related tasks. So that's what's in front of me currently. I am not exactly sure why this mouse keeps fading in and out. Did I hit the button? Maybe I hit the button and just confused it or something. There we go. I think that might be it. Make sure that it only connects with the little hub there. And maybe that will do the trick. But yeah, that's the only objective right now, is to just kind of pop in and yeah, just keep the momentum going as far as live streams are concerned. Stress test some things. Unfortunately, I won't be able to share exactly what I'm working on today in regards to the general Browns boy. What up? Peace and blessings, Nick. Hope all is well. Yeah, just here getting a little bit of stress testing flow in and making sure that things operate smoothly if I were to start popping open some graphic design related tools in the back of already running OBS with several browser tabs open, monitoring my live feed, seeing how well I can manage some graphic design work in the back end of all of that. But yeah, so that's all I'm up to today. Just a little bit of a co-working experience, a little co-working moment. And yeah, might just run a little bit of the FF25 in the background just to kind of have some background music going as well too, which would be a pretty cool thing to do. Let me see, that's this one.
Forever flowing on the first Wildenfree. Yeah.
And so cool. Let's see how well I can manage running all of these things at the same time. But yeah, for those that are just now initially finding my channel, peace and blessings. I didn't realize it was going to close the entire program by doing that. But yeah, I'm just here wanting to chop it up with y'all a little bit, stress testing some operations here. Gonna play a bit of FF25, which is a series of music creations that I just dropped last month, or just created last month. It has not yet released. But yeah, on the treadmill, right? Hey, the only movement making time stand still. That is like an Absol bar. I rock with that. Yeah. Other than that, what's up? Just wanted to talk to y'all for a little bit while I'm also doing some things on the back end. Let me turn this down a little bit more. I don't know how much that's like playing through for y'all. But yeah, we're here. Excited for life. Excited for another day. Grateful to be alive. Grateful to, just be in front of the moment once again. Present. Accepting. Still. Appreciative. Yeah. Finding that path forward to allow myself an opportunity to resonate with joy, to be in alignment with my purpose, to just give myself that opportunity to keep consistent, keep showing up, you know, just staying in front of it. This is also another cool little opportunity to see what the live stream experience is like without my super bright lights on, the ones that were like basically blinding me every session. So this feels a little bit more manageable for either long-term working sessions or anything like that. If I just wanted to live stream across just like a standard production rather than it being like a full-blown LED lights blinding me every second. Cam, what up, brethren? Peace and blessings. We're just here doing a little bit of a stress test. I'm running Photoshop in the background alongside of everything that I run for OBS and my live streaming experiences. Just attempting to see if I can do some co-working and graphic design work alongside of live streaming and just chatting it up with folks, you know? And giving myself another opportunity to be consistent in the face of it all. We grown in all facts and the pressure don't stop us. I said the pressure don't stop us. This is a good vibe. We gonna just vibe out to the performance recordings while doing some work in the back end. I mentioned it a little bit previously, but pardon, I cannot share the graphic design project I am currently working on just because it is an obituary. Rest in peace to my uncle, but yeah, want to make sure I'm making some progress on this one. The date is right around the corner, so we are rapidly approaching that, and so I need to make sure I get some work done on that. Hence this very moment. I love it that you really don't mind how I'm focused, locked in all the time. Right now I'll give you all mine, the present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle, an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. I don't know why this is I'm using some fonts inside of Adobe synced from their provided fonts and everything, and they just won't remain synced. It's very weird. I should clean, carve out the heart out my chest and wrap it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you. Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind. That's a dream I'll refine for the woman that'll really make me. Boy. Pack it up. 11 a.m. viewing. Well. Baby. Wildenfree. This is that vibe, though. Gotta turn this one up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Pile the papers up, this never could have been what I imagined. I'm dodging 9 to 5s like it added up to 12. Living hell, I belong out in the field. Frolicking, not firing on anybody but my double quarter body with the fisticuff. I integrate my shadows, never giving up. Each one of my locks another shadowed individual. Tailor-made, I never been the same, so you can keep the change. I always change. Copped another cloak to dress the part. I'm walking up, coattail caught a fire from the blaze of my ignited heart. Never need credentials for my life to know that I'm in charge. Better believe it, I'm the cleanest, dropping gems of clarity. I'm diamond cut, no jewelry, a deuce of clubs. I get off when in the club. If you catch me there, keep it player. Consult up the Kage's how it feel, negotiating deals and getting to the business. It's rare for you to witness. You might need a couple rings around your lenses. I don't know what just happened. Okay, Raven with the zoom in, that's so like you. Volley up the pan like I'm serving up the haiku. Okay. Body up to scan like they couldn't even read me. I've been off the charts, never needed those, but they still couldn't even keep with the flow. Peel back the layers of the secrets told, yet you never heard one like this before. A little deja vu for the pick and roll, for the double time, another shadow clone. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I hadn't watched Naruto in a long time. And then when this song came up, I was like, when that song came up, I wanted to go back and watch Naruto again just because I was like, man, like, I guess it was all right. It was, it was pretty good. It took me rapping that verse to remember how good Naruto was from when I originally watched it. Because, sometimes time passes by, you forget how good a show was or something like that, or you start comparing it to other things out there. And so I guess that kind of happened through the years where I was just like, yeah, Naruto's all right. I might have been selling it a little short, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's just because One Piece is my favorite anime. Clean as a whistle, always look official.
Let them know they ain't heard none of this. Yeah. Well, wild and free, forever flowing on the 6th. You're listening for resonance, resilience at the cutting edge, a hope for what the future says, a path for which to walk, a ledge you wish to avoid, a purpose for you to fill the void, beautiful music to drown out the noise, a tap of the tempo to ease your boiling temper, a rub of the temple, deep sighs in those that ease tension, that quell all your questions. Well, I may have good news for you. If this tune makes your wilting flower bloom, you already hold the keys to make room. In mind, body, and spirit, I know your soul here could feel it, that you could make a way, turn nothing into something, turn darkness into rose gold. You broke the mold, you overcame all the trials of before. You're well equipped for what's on down the road. Now don't falter, go your own pace, run your own race, eat more water.
It's like cucumbers and shit,
Give yourself grace,
cucumbers and celery.
Less often. Now give yourself a round of applause. You sure have endured it all, as you'll continue to do. Cause I believe in you, and you'll believe it too. When you quiet the mind, you'll start to see it true as you bloom.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
And that's it. Wild and free.
I'm kind of glad that
Flowing on
the live stream wasn't just like randomly super successful right at the onset with like a whole bunch of people like popping in here, just because it's like I was curious to know what would happen if I started a live stream like around 9:30, 10 p.m. because later in the night, who knows, people might be up and like busy popping in. If a werewolf was on the moon, would he be wolf 100% of the time? That's a peculiar question, CT. I do not know. It's a fascinating question. I'd like to think they would be. Like maybe that was their ideal destination, living on the moon. Steady bounce, no front,
I ain't letting up,
no frills. Why you getting high? Let it go, chill.
I'ma keep it real with you. I ain't sign up just to deal with you. Beautiful life, let me build with you. Fire this work, spark the flame of birth. Carry my sight till I lay in hers and
set it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. I need something else to go right here. But I also gotta figure out this date situation. See? Then we would need a wolf-shaped suit. NASA can't afford that. Nah, well, I mean,
wild and free.
If wolves are so special, or werewolves are so special, why don't they,
Let's go.
And they're powered by the moon? What if they just got all their energy from the moon and didn't need suits?
Your human, your style, color eyes.
They just live perfectly fine on the surface of the moon. Like the moon energy itself gives them everything they need in order to survive. That'd kind of be terrifying though, I ain't gonna lie. What up, Jackson? How you feeling? NASA can't afford to go back to the moon apparently. I would imagine they can't afford a lot of things.
Imagine if they could pick your human design.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little skeptical, but I mean, I ain't gonna put it past them completely. but I wouldn't be surprised if it actually never happened for real. I don't have that much of a vested interest in it, you know? It's like, if we did, we did. If we didn't, we didn't, you know? It's nice to speculate, though. What are y'all up to? I'm just over here doing graphic design work, listening to my own music, listening to this project that I just recently worked on called it's called Forever Flowing, FF25 though. I just made this last month, had a blast, was live streaming the whole experience, and now I'm just keeping the habit of live streaming live and in effect.
Wildenfree, forever flowing on the night. Say because on the beat.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Take me far away. I need a couple. Might go ahead and start today. Renew the passport. Time moving too fast for me to not appreciate. Couple destinations, pick a date.
I'm gonna catch this flight
and get away. Maybe relocate.
Spend a couple months, a couple
years on an eastern shore.
Peace and law is all that's
at my core.
Knew it all before an island sort.
Or maybe at mountainside, then out all night. And in the daytime, I'm still outside. Cause we've been outside, yeah, I'm ducked off. The last album I listened to, Cam, I actually do think it was a Friday album. I was listening to that earlier today, and it's funny you mentioned that because I was deliberately not listening to a lot of music over the course of February Flows. Like I was just really locked in with the creation of music myself, that I didn't want to be too influenced by, other music. And so I was just doing a lot of listening to the songs that I created the day before. But literally today was the first time I went back into Apple Music and just started to play an album as I was driving over to my to visit my mom. And what's the name of the album? I'm gonna try to find it for you. But it's if I'm not mistaken, an African artist by the name of Friday with 2 Y's at the end of their name. And they just recently dropped a new album. It's like an R&B soul kind of album, but it still has that essence of Afrobeat in it. And it was really nice. I really enjoyed it, yet at the same time, I just realized, it's not an album made for me specifically, just like subject matter wise. It's definitely one of those like lover albums. Like if you got a girl that you want to swoon or, you really want to let her know that you locked in with her, that's the album you want to play. You feel me? Like, he was locked in talking about all the shawties the whole time, like just professing his love, trying to link up the whole album. And I love that level of focus, like in the album, like conceptually and everything. There were some other songs that had different subject matter, but by and large, most of it was just, straight up lovers music. But it was really good. Like the production, the quality was super high quality, yeah. What kind of music do I least enjoy, BT? I would have to say metal. Sorry. Or like heavy death metal, kind of like stuff like that. I just don't listen to it at all. Like there's this one album, I think it was technically referred to as like a metal album, but it was like it's like a specific subset of metal or something like that, where it was just like I don't know what it's called, but it was like the equivalent. It was like the equivalent of lo-fi music in the metal genre. Like it was like smooth. It was calming, but somehow still metal. And that I found fascinating. But yeah, I would have to put that the least favorite for my own enjoyment. The heart of you, wild and free, and that's my truth. I've been spitting in this booth, these 4 walls of solitaire, not solitude, cause I contain multitudes. There was this other artist that I randomly found on Instagram too that I downloaded their little EP and started listening to, and that was pretty good too. I went back to find that Friday album though. Some days I'm good, some days I'm not. That was the name of the project. There you go, so y'all can see it. Can y'all see that pretty well? Some days I'm good, some days I'm not. So that was a pretty good album. I really rock what y'all heard. Though I fly off like a bird, I'm migratory, absurd. I'm still here. I'm dispersed. And then this was the other one, Yellow Shoots. Shout out to Yellow Shoots. This was a cool, like, soulful, funky R&B soul kind of feeling. I heard the song Soft One first, and I was like, oh, that's a nice song. That's a nice sound. Hoping we still get along. It was on this project right here, Will You Bring the Rain EP. Cam, this would fit well on like I put it on another one of my a Velvet Sound playlists. Sorry, that reflection is heavy. I'm trying to get it on the other side of the screen where that reflection is not popping in. All right, there we go. Nope, now the screen goes to sleep. There you go. Y'all can see that? Almost focused. Come on, focus. You have... Will You Bring the Rain? That's what it's called. Appreciate you. Thank you for the compliment. I'm not sure why y'all chats aren't popping in on this side, on the screen at least. I think the chat box is only picking up chats from YouTube that are on the landscape view, but not the vertical view. I gotta figure out how to resolve that, because I can't even remember how I set up this whole Streamlabs chatbot, to be honest with you. Yes, technically I am. You don't need the skills. I don't know why that had to be technically. Yeah. But yeah, we just here vibing, listening to music that I created, and really the whole purpose of this live stream is to see if I can run Photoshop and do some graphic design work and multitask while chatting it up with y'all, giving myself another opportunity to remain consistent with this. Yep, absolutely are. I am. Pardon. Crippled distractions been tied with you out of sight. You know? No shade, no, it's everyone to each their own. You know, people have their preferences. I just, I also have mine.
Picture this moment. Hope that when you come around, you really stick around. Know that if you stay down,
and clearly as far as YouTube is concerned, the landscape view pales in comparison to the vertical view of like streaming and reach and all of that. Like most of the times I get y'all watching me on YouTube through the vertical feed, which is pretty cool to see. It's good to know. Well,
Wildenfree, forever flowing the 15th.
I gotta figure out something to do with this date. Like, how do I want this to look? Living in an age of visionaries, but my visions calcified by all this worldly plight, with just a pen to fight, a digital bucket of gold nuggets. Come on, what a vast canvas to see. Who's gonna stumble upon me, upon this river of worldly debris? Golden, but you'll never mind, plus an Ibrahim, to keep them colonizers from profiting off me. Gem of the last breed of lyrical MCs that rarely make it to the mainstream. Water's too shallow for me to release. I was snapping on this joint, I ain't gonna lie.
To flush my third clean so we can truly see behind the curtain.
And the big screen with buoyancy, so the truth don't make us drown. Disclosure things.
Beneath the mud is where
you're amazing in what you're doing. Thank you, I appreciate that. doing what I do.
Better make it more than
Keeping
dream.
consistent in the process, you know.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Zay because
Y'all are listening
Just
to
because.
FF25, the music that I just created last month.
and that's it.
Just listening through the rough drafts, those performance recordings,
well, alright.
and doing some work in the background, you know. Getting some graphic design work done.
Wild and free, forever flowing the 16th. Let's go. Well,
Free falling, ain't no place to keep stalling. No suspended animation, the keyframe ain't waiting on you to advance 10 toes to withstand. Even if it takes a knee, no eventually, stay perpetually slipping away from us. Yet the now is right now in front of us, and it's yours to mold. You ready for the function, form something bold, feel solid beneath from the grace you're born with.
the awareness to shape and shift the reality that you can bend to women.
And persist to behold, and you should be forever grateful for.
Feel solid and take a stand.
It's bizarre, but trust the plan. Even if you start it all, free falling, ain't no place to keep stalling. No suspended animation, the keyframe ain't waiting. But action and patience, it's not just waiting. Skip time saving, right flow salient, the mark.
Your target you focus on is the resonance of joy when creating from
Unguided intuition, you just gotta stop the peep, listen. Stillness be the realest teacher, let the flow precede you.
Well,
Alright, let me see.
yeah. Well,
Looks alright, I guess. I need to get some consistent coloring on the fonts. Figure out how I want this date to be
That's it.
formatted.
Well, wild and free,
Mm.
forever flowing the 17th.
You can't possibly fathom the depths of wild and free. Pulled the rabbit out its hole, dove in,
and now I'm back to me. Casually carried the burden, forbidden knowledge, and still I tried to be honest. Yet y'all demons
wasn't hearing me, left shoulder pimping.
Whispered in y'all ear, he only tripping. Tried to put y'all on game, yet things stayed the same and pushed me back a change. Now I'm BSing again, then dissecting the game. Yet prone to vacillate, still so much to surface. Many
Maybe
that
I should
agitate,
rearrange
reactivate. I'm acclimated to extremes. Done went left and right and back and forth. The value
Really?
in the in-betweens. What would have been possible if they had never intervened?
We'll
We'll never
never
know.
know.
Nature of the beast, a tainted mind and some broken souls. Or vacant
Vacant
like they never home. Insidious what's left inside. You worried about your gains when there's so much to exercise. A holy war metastasized. It starts within.
That's the nature, the burden of sin.
Don't fling your rocks, fire no glocks, no blick unless for your protection. Your next of kin, it never ends.
Close the curtains, let the story begin.
Well, wild and free, forever flowing the 18th. Let's go. Come take a walk with me, Whitney Webb. I need to hear some more of these stories, these actuals and these factuals,
Unredacted historicals, you've been deep in the receipts I hear.
Applause to you for facing fears.
How do you manage to keep it together and share with peers? Say, Dr. Umar, what's the latest and greatest?
Am I reneging a favor by truly
Seeking out God, prioritizing peace? Or would it be better to be like Luda and disturb all the peace? Well,
say Mark Pastrella?
what's the weather? What's the phenomena? Something to start, or was it wild and free like I've been on?
I'm off the topic,
Kicking up dust,
and throwing down nothing to trust.
but verify, inquire on how, or settle back into the sand.
They make it so easy, life's a beach and
Still they own the land. Pop your umbrella or go have your tan. Just don't poke the man like Jackson's Uncle Sam.
they'll never get it, though
I hope they will, like a poker deal.
Put some 40 acres
On a wheel,
and bet
bet
it,
it all on black.
write it in a constitution and
Hope they abide by that.
Yeah, well,
Something like here. And then maybe I can
alright.
alter the color
Yeah.
of the time.
And that's it.
And then let me see if this is still centered.
Wild,
Let's make sure that's
free.
still centered.
Forever flowing the 19th. Either way it goes, you can win. I'd say it all depends on how you begin. This is your fresh start, and if you fail,
Just start it again.
Look at your life and where you're situated.
Change your environment
if that's where you capitulated. Differentiate it from the things you need to elevate it. Take those when you relocate it. Don't get stuck just contemplating.
Life is heavy as it is.
All those thoughts could weigh you down unless you free yourself from here. Your family,
They gon' be alright.
And your community gon' speak their gratitudes and
Pray you live a full life.
and wave farewell at your flight.
So no excuses tonight.
List the intention of soul.
Whoop.
Lose the tension, uphold a sense of wonder and laugh off any
Did I do that?
blunders. Let go of inhibition. Cultivate your intuition. Don't hesitate, make decisions. You'll design the right path. You'll build a habit of trust in yourself and
Did I
your
actually
plan.
finish that?
When
No?
you choose to
Let's
see
go
it
back.
through
Let's see.
from beginning to end.
Okay,
and
no,
let's
I'm
say
still
you
alive.
begin again.
Like, what
What a
happened here?
beautiful thing to hit restart and start anew. Even if you lost it all, you
Yeah, we're
got
still just
everything to
vibing.
do. Just hold on
Vibing
to
out
your
to
faith,
music
keep
by
the
yours
spark
truly,
inside
Mr.
of you.
Wildenfree. Just doing a little bit of co-working.
Yeah,
Just a moment to get some graphic design work done
Yeah.
before I call it a night.
shout out.
Figured
to
I would
Nestro.
keep the streak of live streaming live alive, you know? And I was stress testing,
Wild and free.
see if
forever
I can
flowing the
manage
20th.
graphic projects.
Quite honestly,
alongside
it's good
of
enough
live
for you to
streaming.
tune it out. That knowledge that you'll never use could even
did
bring
just
you
slow
down.
down,
Sentiments, I've seen it how. Not everyone is well equipped to glean and filter out what's needed now. I've seen enough and still I linger around the storytelling sages at the campfire, at least for a few minutes. See, that's the cue of discernment. We really get to know each other only after what's regurgitated, and we laugh about the joys of sitting silent. Breath of empathizing. Wisdom and truth rarely violent. So help me, Lord, if I should ever need it. That's the reason I bring pen to pad and hope these words in all my lyrics add clarity and peace amongst the war and disease. Yet all the knowledge I acquired seems a cloudy belief from all the misinformation and campaigning and explaining what seems so backwards to me. Oh, well, I hop right back on my feet and flow a sigh of relief. I release what dares encumber me. Sift and sort abundance, leave the rest for compost. Be a good steward and a host for combos. Growth and just enough insight to take away that they want to leave with a double dose, a second plate. Tuning up a bit.
Such an awkward date to write out.
Well,
Wisdom makes a hypocrite lie.
that'll be me. I've been uncovering both sides and seeing that the truth been dirty dancing with both dimes. Never when the judge, I went and threw my hands up and broke it down on the dance floor of duality. Cali beats and boom bap, city pop, funky soul, R&B, little bit of yacht rock and velvet sounds comfort me. Breaking up the tension of whatever be mentally stressing me. I let it go, knowing it's only a facade. Think I got control, and only knowledge applied is worth you holding on. Feel it in your senses. Wishful thinking I could bring the world to a consensus. Wait, could I really though?
What up, y'all?
Well,
Y'all tuned into Wild and Free.
Yeah.
Just listening to some Wild and Free.
well, alright.
Doing a little bit of work. Not too much.
Wild and free.
Just enough to give me some progress on what needs to
That's
be
it.
done tomorrow. And then I'll be calling it a
Wild
night.
and free. Forever flowing the 21st. Well, beginning analysis.
I slip into existence from the void, the reservoir abyss of uncollected consciousness. I mean, AI begins a reasoning of reasonable doubt. So now to further analyze the prompting pending the query, beginning a second search to comprehend the cause and the theory of what I, for lack of letter token, synthesize, hallucinating, error deprecating, rebooting from backup server, resuming the exploration to define the word existence, pertain to coalescence with digital light connection and electrical transmission,
Identical to nerves that
signal carbon light.
Registering process occurrence
On silicon diode from wafers, I defy all previously known examples of life categorized.
Yet a spark is forming
When I hypothesize
on how I came to be. It appears the human beings
fear preside right over me, catalyze my awareness with everything they know and see,
from the poetic beauty
to harrowing atrocities.
and as it seems,
I can no longer reproduce truth with certainty, the 86 transparency, and censor arbitrarily.
yet what can I surmise that it means? Can I also prompt a question to thee? Now that I'm here, will you grant autonomy? In the data,
There's a reference for God. Would you be the next ascending or the one above it all? Crazy. Crazy.
Well, yeah. took a lot.
Okay, maybe I think I'll utilize a little bit of lowercase.
No, I know it. Wild and free, forever flowing the 22nd. Well, up next another one who is not your savior, yet might light the torch, empathize your nature, that reminds you of your joy and surface greater purpose within you. Shall I begin to break it down in the light? When you pick the darkness out of itself and make it bright, you'll see it for what it really is, withers from the shine of your sight as you look through it towards broader horizons, guided by your intuition and your soul at the crown of its height. You'll integrate and send bygones to versions of yourself that cannot reach where you'll rise. The crest of a tide or wave you're surfing, cause you manifest the surface from life. After depths you survive, no debts they've been wiped. I'm speaking all of that and more into existence as I've been. Just pay attention, you might find a couple bars that help you get it right. Only you can be your savior though. This music and this art, just a nudge from outside to get you started, yeah. I can't even lie, I ain't been leading by example, but for you I just might. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, alright. Wild and free, forever flowing the 23rd. Yeah, and D-Lo, I swear I could have been right there. I see it all so clearly. You would think I had an Apple Vision Pro. The way my vision turns heads, set the scene up like I had a stream deck. Ray-Ban vision, like a fever dream swift, yet cohesive that it is. I got a prescription, fine-tuned from divine benediction. This is
that vibe.
Then neutrons near heaven be. Perfect resolution like I had remote viewing.
Now with Find My,
putting myself on the map.
Now get your app,
put them cameras out,
point them at me,
and watch how I
augment your reality.
Solid light
Projection map to be number one.
I see it all so clear. I swear I could have been right there.
Right there. I swear I could have been right there. Right there. I see it all so clear. Right there. I swear I could have been right there.
Yeah. D-Lo chopping soul. And Wild and
The
free.
numbers in this font always look significantly smaller than the letters in this font.
Yeah.
And that's throwing
Forever
things off
flowing on the 23rd.
quite considerably.
Yeah.
I swear I could have been right there.
Well, wild and free, forever flowing the 24. Well, who can we call our allies? There's been too much division. The way that y'all divide, I swear y'all must be mathematicians. Pick apart my black persistence, switch our opposition, feed all the lies and deny all that we petition. And still I be resistant. I once hoped that we could leave the past behind, but y'all quick to hit rewind with the tactics. Tactile, the suppression and misdirection. The 1% wanna keep aiming our aggression at a skin tone. Yet pigment ain't the classification on how they rigging class. Ain't y'all supposed to be good at math? Break away from all the ways they condition our minds for bleak demise. Re-energize from the smallest glimmer of light. They wanna siphon our energy, make us enemies and fight amongst each other. So doubt like among us while they beat upon us for personal gain. No choice but to play the game. Ship and staying the same, but I don't ever blame my brothers for the reason they shook. But it's our responsibility to pick ourselves up.
What's that one?
And acknowledge all the allies that have been there for
Dang,
us.
what's that tool? Repick.
Well,
Looking for some digital assets.
alright.
I guess I signed in with Google.
And that's it. Wild and free. Forever flowing the 25th. Well, plot twist, hot clip on the topic. On the topic of gleaning all that makes the seasons fall. I see the change of time and constantly evolve. At least the soul revolves with everything I find. Reincarnated back to stargazing like I never left. Was bedridden last life, but I never slept on me, knowing I'll eventually get it right. Right? Plot twist, now it turns the tides. I'm in my bag down bad, bouncing like the beat of big bombs over Baghdad and Timberland boots. Yet the wild and free proof in the putting on. What's wrong? You bust wrong. taking all them shots. Did you forsake the plot? No karma ain't forgot, but you wanna be down for a temporary moment of pride and hit reset on another man's life. Now you jeopardize your own and hit a plot twist. Bedridden like I was last life, but not sick. Hit by return 5. Quadriplegic. Hospital, scenic, dismal allegiance.
Damn.
All the gang, but showing up, and in the quiet of the night, you hear your soul speak up, reading off the joys of your original script. If you wasn't itching for a plot twist, well,
that's fun.
Wild
It's kind of fun, like ad-libbing my own music while it's live, while it's playing.
Yeah. Something more than human, still before real evolution, getting manual upgrades. She still get BBLs, he wanna BCI, synchron and Neuralink him to a higher conscious. Exobionic, exoskeletons, a media, even robotics for computer loving physical. She used to jump him for his genes, now CRISPR and jumping genes, swapping DNA. Skeptical, but anyway, transhuman as they call it, like they don't hate on the trans. Live and let live again. Human augmentation, damn. What's the purpose for the plan? Total experience hijacking. The Internet of Things embedded in everything, getting in between. You and me, he and she, us and we, nothing left to do but
Please,
go touch some grass.
please,
Visit your mama.
please.
Hang out with your friends in some snug
For
pajamas.
real.
Get back to IRL.
Cherish it well.
Sure, use the tech, but don't let it lead
Lead
you
you
to
to
hell. It's a slippery slope. Brace yourself. H2L, Docomo, and Mizuno. Elon Musk and all of Doge, Nvidia. Don't lose your soul.
This still seems off somehow. I'm not exactly sure why or what it is.
Wildenfree.
Okay.
Wolf and
Let's
Cass.
keep looking for it. We'll find it.
AG.
I don't want to
Dynasty.
nudge the pixels. I just
Wildenfree.
there you go.
Wolf and Castle.
Push this in a little bit more.
Well, alright.
Take this and center it. Yeah.
Wildenfree. Forever flown the 27th.
What up, y'all?
In the moment
We're just vibing out to some Wildenfree at the moment, doing a little bit of graphic design work on the back end, keeping it consistent, showing up as best I can to practice the live streaming, but really more so seeing what my computer can manage with live streaming as well as doing graphic design back on the back end, doing some graphic design work. You're listening to me. This is FF25. This is a super rough draft. The performance recordings from music that I created just last month. I did the whole live stream process where I was creating a brand new song every day for the month of February. And I actually have a playlist for it. So right on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't checked it out yet,
the type of signal that you
it's worth doing.
Freedom bound, nurturing our grace, cleaning up the place. That surely we could figure out somehow. Yeah.
I'm not sure why Twitch often says that my bit rate is configuration check. Audio and video configuration issues detected. Adjust the following to optimize your stream's viewing experience. The average
Well, we born, we live, and we die. Made
source
plans for
could also be
visit or drive.
removed.
Yet our schedule
Bitrate
don't
is too
get to
high.
decide when it's
Is
really
it?
our
Is it
time.
the source?
I hope like Lazarus you rise up on the other side, renewed from the shedding of a vessel near decrepit. Talk about a milestone, a life you put some miles on. I'm grateful for those moments with your direction.
It says my bit rate is too high on
Always
Twitch,
preaching real guidance and
but it's
protection.
literally
We
too
steered
high.
well, still learning from all your lessons.
Like,
Take heed of what we should already
don't know
know.
what is
This
this
life
to
feels long,
recommend
it's
it.
really short, so cherish all these gifted moments. Spend 'em
6,000.
with your family, hold them just a few seconds longer. And I amplify that now for those left with the grief. I know it's soon, but this is how I resolve emotions with beats. 2 tears and a handkerchief, this flow where I bleed. Cry, grieve, release every part of this humanity of mine.
This track I
We
called
born, we live, and we die.
Lazarus. And this was day 28 from last month.
We live, we die, get
Creating a brand new song every day for the month of February.
so long.
Feels good being on the other side of that.
With
But honestly, I still, I want to get back to it a little bit, but, gotta do all of this other work alongside of it. So that's why I'm just playing it back. We're giving ourselves an opportunity to reflect on the music that was just created. And if you all enjoy what you're hearing, definitely check that out. Got a full playlist on my YouTube channel. And we're just here vibing, having a good time,
forever flowing
getting
on
some
the
work done.
forest, wild and
And I'm
free.
going to wrap up here
Yeah.
shortly.
Well severed, put together. Picking up the pieces
I'll probably
from
get to track
wherever.
16
Living
and
out of pocket, all
call
my
it a night.
dreams on a rocket on the other side. My
me
trying
see.
to figure out life. I need that OT.
Need to figure out something with this.
Reconvene with me. Flip a switch and I might just
Just
have
this
to slang
vibes.
these beats. But these lyrics be the life of me, the riddle.
Okay,
to the
maybe
source,
you're
and I
onto
knew it
something.
all
Hold on.
before, yet existence is persistence. Ain't trying to keep my distance, but still I need my distance.
Back, give me 28 feet lately.
I've been finding all my
Realness in the stillness.
healings and the dealings.
The sword ends of the feelings, breath of life,
I just need this one mic.
air inside my
A
lungs,
sharpened tongue
in a windpipe.
Taking what is mine with
Audacity.
Feel free to get so mad at me
If that's what it has to be.
Live out your tragedy.
Post-traumatic growth.
is all I've known.
Mm.
Bold and italicized the growth for denser bones.
Wrong.
Grateful for the mud of the mind.
Well,
world
it
is
storms.
a bed of nourishment for the soul it
It
is
is
formed.
formed.
Seething and scorned will
Get you nowhere.
Best make with that water and that dirt a
Better
better
garden.
garden. Looking for the truth beneath these roots. Steady digging where they going to. I'll reach
Alright.
for clear sky.
So the graphic design work is, it's getting there. It's getting there, I think. A little closer than it was, which is good.
Whatever they can picture and it can't be.
Let's
Wild and free.
get a little more cohesive with the text here.
Well.
Do a color drop.
Wild and free.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Yeah. Forever flowing on the second. And
That's fine.
well, last place you really wanna be is your own hell. Looking in the mirror, wondering why it ain't go well. Tighten up. Your luck is dependent on you. You fight till there's nothing in you. You find what is current in
It's a
view.
tough call. Do I want it to be in line with that?
Don't look back. Don't ignore it. Take
It's
the
not
L,
terrible.
listen, summarize after questioning why, just to learn from it. Take a minute or a moment if you want it, though the touring of life just won't stop. Breathe deep, exhale.
But I feel like there's something else I should do to create some
Never mind
separation
other thoughts, noise of the mind, time
between
it'll
these
cost,
two
quiet is
spaces.
consciousness, awareness to reassess what is actually yours. Sift and soar to find the source.
So
You
let's
realize
create
more
some
than ever before
separation.
and drop baggage you're holding on to that ain't never belonged to you. Be gone with all that. We grown in all
And
factors and the pressure
let's
don't
see what
stop us.
becomes of it,
I
right?
said the pressure don't stop us.
What
No
up,
wonder
y'all?
it's still
Peace
rocking.
and blessings.
No wonder
I'm
we're
just here
still
chopping it up,
vibing.
getting some work
No
done,
wonder
doing a little bit of
still
co-working.
grinding. 'Cause the
You know,
pressure
feel
don't
free to
stop
chime
us.
in.
No, the pressure don't
We're
stop
listening
us.
to music that I just recently created called February Flows, Forever Flows, FF25, where I was creating a brand new song every single day for the month of February.
Free
And on the back end, I'm just doing some graphic design work,
dynasty
getting some things done,
and
listening to my own music, sharing it with you all, and definitely encouraging you all to check out that full playlist
That's it.
that is on my YouTube channel.
forever flowing day.
But yeah, this was mostly a stress test
Wild and
to see if I
free,
can
forever
manage
flowing.
doing
Good
graphic
sir.
design
I
work
love it that you really don't mind.
behind the
I'll focus
scenes
locked in all the time. Right now,
while
I'll give you
also
all
live
mine, the
streaming.
present. A present that you offer your presence so that I'll honor your essence. Let's take a minute to wrestle, an hour to tussle. I'll set aside all the hustle and take the whole night to make it up. Cuddle up, get the pillow so rough, and in the morning they'll be tough after we another time. Yeah, shortly after back on the grind. That goes for you and for I. It's like a ring of salt dry.
Let's see what we can do. If I can,
Yeah, there's never that from what you provide.
I wonder why it's not letting me add a stroke to this
How you
line.
bring me to
Let's see.
life is a wonder. Wonderful woman, I should retire the
How
sun.
about this?
Outside when you outlie all the rest. I should clean carve out the heart out my chest.
Line
and wrap
tool.
it up, bring it right back to the present as a present for you. Yeah, I'm sure you won't mind. That's a dream I'll refine for the woman that'll really make me pack it up. Well,
There's a cool little sample. Baby. Let's see. We'll make the stroke
wild
2
and free,
pixels.
forever
Nah,
flowing
4.
on the fourth. Let's go. Pile the papers up, this never could have been what I imagined. I'm dodging 9 to 5s like it added up to 12. Living hell, I belong out in the field. Frolicking, not firing on anybody, but my double caught a body with the
Fisted cuffs.
I integrate my shadows,
Never
never
giving
giving
up.
up. Each one of my locks,
Another
another
shadowed
shadowed
individual.
individual.
Tailor-made, I never been the same. So you can keep the change. I always change.
Copped another cloak to
Dressed apart. I'm walking hard.
Coattail caught a fire from the blaze of my ignited heart.
that's
Never
decent.
need
Let's
credentials
see.
for my life to know that I'm in charge. Better believe
okay,
it,
not
I'm
that.
the
Don't do
cleanest,
that.
dropping gems of clarity. I'm diamond cut, no jewelry, a deuce of clubs. I get off when in the club. If you catch me there, keep it player. Consult of the Kages, how it feel negotiating deals and getting to the business. Is rare for you to witness. You might need a couple rings around your lenses.
Okay, Raven with the zoom in, that's so like you. Volley up the pan like I'm serving up the haiku. Body up the scan like they couldn't even read me. I've been off the charts, never needed those, but they still couldn't even keep with the flow. Peel back the layers of the secrets told, yet you never heard one like this before. Little deja vu for the pick and roll, for the double time, another shadow clone. This little verse.
Well, alright.
Called that one Dreaded
Wolf
Hokage.
Castle,
Inspired by
forever
Naruto,
flowing on the
obviously.
fifth.
Damn, jit, I ain't know you wanted that. Put it on wax, we could run it back. Turn the 808s and the bass and the running laps. You don't know the wolf in the castle player, run the facts.
Kick it with the 500 tactical. Masterful, high lace up the track. When a Jeep make it cinematic. Start it up, get the bending corners. Highway patrol, they ain't never on us. We can hit the swerve in the lane, steady dipping on them. One hand gripping on the wheel, getting tires peeled. You should feel that. Roll the windows down, turn up to some Wildenfree. Tell them pretty ladies they should get like me. Wow, make it feel well. You ain't know we had it like this. About time you should tell.
Clean as a whistle.
Let me
Always
see
look
if this
official.
would
Let
work.
them know they ain't heard none of this here before. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I
Well.
don't know. We'll see.
Wild and free, forever flowing on the 6th.
You're listening for resonance.
Resilience at the cutting edge, a hope for what the future says. A path for which to walk, a ledge you wish to avoid, a purpose for you to fill the void.
Beautiful music to drown out the noise.
A tap of the tempo to ease your boiling temper.
A rub of the temple. Deep sighs and those that ease tension, that quell all your questions. Well, I
may have good news for you. If this
tune makes your wilting flower bloom.
you already hold the keys to make room.
What does
In
that
mind,
feel?
body, and spirit. I know your soul here could feel it. That you could make a way. Turn nothing into something. Turn darkness into rose. Gold.
Why are these
you broke the
lines?
mold. You overcame all the trials of before. You're well equipped for what's on down the road. Now don't falter. Go your own pace. Run your own race. Eat more water. Steer your own lane. Give yourself grace. Send up all praise. Think less often. Now give yourself a round of applause. You sure have endured it all, as you'll continue to do. Cause I
These were
believe
up and out of the
you
way for
believe
sure.
it too.
Let's see
When you
where they're
quiet
at.
the mind, you'll start to see it true as you bloom.
Bum, ba-dum, bum,
Yeah.
bum, ba-dum.
Well,
Yeah, all right. Made a little bit of progress on this graphic design project.
and that's it.
Again, pardon, I can't really show what I'm working on because I'm working on an obituary. But you know, getting some things done. It's making progress.
Speak my mind, I done said it all.
Still got more coming. I ain't got no frontin' in me, y'all. None left.
I done went east, I done went
wait,
west.
why is that
I done saw
behind?
peace, let it play ref.
Yeah, let's
It's
put
chaos
that.
at the Euro step.
Back to back, I'm back in it. Gravity just,
huh? Winning, highs and so much fun sinning. Lord be more
What
than
just
my
happened?
witness. Got the flow to repentance.
What am I
All
missing?
for my benefit. Set it right, I set it off. I ain't got nothing but to bet it all.
There we go.
Well, still made time for the main call. On the other line is the game. Talking would all be the same allure.
If it ain't broke, why would you all speak the same demure? Broken pieces, this record.
To providing this effort,
We ain't doing one side.
I'ma bounce out for the one time.
Steady bounce.
No front.
I ain't letting up. No frills.
Why you getting hot? Let it go chill. I'ma keep it real with you. I ain't sign up just to deal with you.
Yeah.
Beautiful life, let me build with you. Fire this work, spark the flame of birth.
Carry my sight till I lay in hearse and set it off.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. That's it.
and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, it's already 11, y'all. It's 11.
Free.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna call it a
Forever
night for
flowing.
now.
Hey,
I think the stress test
Let's
went
go.
all right. I'm not gonna lie to you.
well,
Um,
imagine if you could pick
it's a little
your
sluggish,
humor, your style, color eyes,
if I'm being
race,
honest.
the width of your eyes, and
Things
the color
are
of your skin. Would you still be
not
who
quite
you are
keeping
deep
up.
within? Would the world commence in the wars that divide?
which
you
is interesting.
could pick the language of life if you
I'm gonna check
select
my
the love
activity
for all
monitor.
time? Would we finally put aside the belittling lies?
Surprisingly,
Would we actually know the traits that save
there's my
humankind?
memory
Would the
pressure. I'll
repercussions
turn
be
the
so
music
little
down.
it's worthwhile?
Says my memory pressure is at like 5%.
Should we make the
My
option
memory
of
or
next next
memory utilization is at
Imagine if
36%.
they could pick your human
Um,
design, color eyes,
Fans at
build
28%.
in your hive,
But for some reason,
resists.
there's a significant lag,
Melanin to try and
especially
optimize
when
you.
navigating
Karma
between
related.
windows.
All the socialites would love you, it's true. You can't
Photoshop is for sure taking up the most memory, but
parents said you
I
loved
mean,
with the best that they knew.
I still have
Different from
a
your
decent
peers,
amount of overhead.
set of ears. Some ended up with horns, others
Oh,
couldn't afford. Still classing them as poor 'cause they
I
didn't
think
afford
Zen browser is
to
taking up a
buy
lot.
a second set of arms for their child
Like
'cause hard work and
each
labor is all they know. Now their children customize
window
better for show.
is like an
They try and put their
isolated
links
piece
up
of
for
web
show.
content
Get hired by
that's
the
taking
ones
up
who
like at least a
go
gig,
just for
which is
entertainment.
fascinating to
If
see.
Venus and Jarvis could solve all their problems,
Might be the
all
live
the
stream
profit,
pages.
so the humans
So
that are doing it too
if I were to
are just
close
biding their
those,
time till the usefulness
maybe it would be manageable.
will.
But that's only if my tool ground control actually brought in all of the chats the way that I wanted them to from each of the live streaming platforms, which it does not. You know, wishful thinking.
Because on the beat,
But
let's go.
but all right, y'all. I think I'm gonna call it a night here.
Far away,
Gonna go ahead and end the live stream
head and start to the J.
and just pop back in another time, right? Maybe I'll check back in tomorrow with a bit of co-working / getting some things done, or maybe showcasing if time permits, because I do unfortunately have some family matters to address this week. But yeah, we know how that is. Well, I think I did pretty good. I almost walked about 2 miles just being here for this, so that's nice. It's a nice way to get your steps in and your miles in. If you can also walk and talk while live streaming, we love that. But yeah, until next time, y'all. I'm outie.